Hello again, Andy with Handy Andy Handyman, Handy Andy on Demand, and we're over in Roswell today taking a look at some repairs for Mr. Matt. And it's a great house. They've had some issues in here before, and it's been repaired before. So one of the things we talk about on these bay windows is you see that metal mansard roof right there. There's an underside edge that people always forget to caulk and seal it up. And so you'll see a slight gap at the back edge of that metal. And someone's repaired it before. They came in here and put hardy panel. And the problem with hardy panel is if you let it sit in water, like this is literally sitting in water. Every time it rains, about 2% of the water goes up the backside edge of that metal and gets up underneath that soffit, which is hardy board or some aggregate concrete material. So we'll rip that out of there and we'll replace it with pressure treated, and then we'll seal it. He'll have to wait a few months for the pressure treated to cure out before we can paint it. And then down here, this is a really difficult repair that nobody does except us that I know of. So his little sash window has gotten so much water in it, they never caulked and sealed it. If you see that little indentation to the right corner there, that's an air staple that never got caulked, and the same with the rest of the sash. So we can actually router out that wood and replace it. The sill is the next piece right here that you're looking at right here, and I can push my hand right through it. So normally if there's just a rotted section here, we just piece this in, but it's rotted as you go all the way throughout. See right here? So we'll actually replace that whole piece. And it kills me because somebody replaced this nose probably 3 years ago when they bought the house. That's a new nose. And this was already starting to rot and they just went over it. When you see this kind of wrinkling right here in the brick mold, see the gash? I can put my fingers through it. So it's rotted on both sides right there. But this particular repair, this mansard roof, we see this repair all the time. So if you're somewhere else in the country besides Metro Atlanta, just make sure if you've got this that you caulk that underside edge and you'll never have any trouble with it. It's all the stitch and time saves 9 stuff. Now back here, Mr. Matt's deck, this is kind of a wonky repair that we're not really sure, and that's Andrew sitting at the end of the line. He's helping me today. He's my little assistant today. So he actually had a planter box out here, and we tell customers all the time, if you have a planter box or planters on your deck, it's not okay to do it. Move them around every 3 to 6 months, because if the water collects or